Hello guys, and welcome back to another review. So today we're doing another one of these Thanksgiving specials, although this one's very, it's a loose definition of the term to say it's a Thanksgiving special, but you can kind of read between the lines that it's supposed to be without actually calling it that, but it's an episode of The Emperor's New School, which was like the cartoon spin-off, like Saturday morning cartoon spin-off of Emperor's New Groove, but yeah. So this is the episode Cornivale, which is from, like, actually the very, very end of the series, weirdly. I don't know if they knew it was going to be from the end of the series when they made it, but worked out that way. It was, like, one of, if not the last episode, actually. I don't think I also realized how few episodes there were of that show. It was on in syndication for what felt like frickin' forever, but then again, I guess when it's only on Saturday mornings, that can stretch out into feeling like a way longer period of time than it actually was. But I definitely remember watching it when it was still on the air. But what's funny to me, though, just as a side note, this has nothing to do with the plot, I'm just amused by it. It's been a long time since I've watched Emperor's New Groove, but somehow I don't think I realized until yesterday when I watched this that Kuzco's mom's voice is Wendy Malick. And it was that in the movie as well. Which is funny to me because, let us not forget, Kuzco in the movie version, although not on the show, was David Spade. And Wendy Malick and David Spade were both on Just Shoot Me together back in the 90s, leading up to Emperor's New Groove. You're welcome, in case you didn't ever catch that. It's been how many years, and I only just caught that. And I watched that show religiously, too. So I don't know how. I knew it was David Spade, but somehow I did not register that that was Wendy Malick until literally yesterday. Anyway, totally beside the point. Does not matter. So, Cornivale is kind of like, it's part Thanksgiving, part wants to be also Halloween, part wants to be Carnival. It's trying to be a bunch of things at once without committing to any of them, but also be its own thing, like David S. Pumpkins. But I'm just all over the place, aren't I? But regardless, in this universe, it's essentially like the big family holiday get-together day, as if it were Thanksgiving. So all of the, like, family get-togethers and the big feast and this, that, and the other, that all happens at Cornivale. I keep almost saying Carnival, but it's corn, as in you eat corn. Yes. Like, they have a whole thing where they go corn picking together, and they decorate the corn, and they play with the corn, they do this, that, and the other, they cook the corn, everything is corn-themed. And Kuzco is just over it in this year, and he comes up with his whole master plan. He's going to play sick, not tell his family he's not even going to be there, he's just going to fake sick, basically have a hey boy in the bed, and pay off his siblings to play along, and sneak off to Machu Picchu. That's not Machu Picchu, as in the real place, no. Made up place Machu Picchu with a B. Well played. It was clever, I have to admit. It's a clever name. I appreciated it. To essentially go have carnival / spring break type of fun there instead of family-friendly fun at home. So he thinks he has this foolproof plan, except for, all the flights there are canceled because planes haven't been invented yet. So, okay, fine. He figures he'll hire, like, a limo or a car or something, and, oh, sorry, those are all booked, because the planes are all canceled. Cool. So, he's trying to figure out how he's gonna pull this off anyway. Ends up just trusting a random stranger with a rickshaw, and decides, cool, it's free, I'll do that. Meanwhile, Yzma, as her usual self, decides she's going to disguise herself, like transform into another member of Kuzco's distant family or something to try to blend in, sneak into their Cornivale celebration, dose one of the cobs of corn that Kuzco will then eat, so that he will then turn into an ear of corn, and then his dad will eat him? Question mark? It's a very weird plan. It's a very weird plan. Even by Yzma standards, I'm like, really? That's the best you got, Yzma? Wow. Okay. I guess we're going there. But in her alternate self, trying to pretend to be one of his, like, aunts or great aunts, like, twice removed or whatever the hell it is, she actually has to pretend to be nice, otherwise she's gonna blow the whole game. And Kuzco's siblings are just, like, all over her and freaking adore her, and as skeptical as the mom is initially, she ends up loving her, and the aunts end up loving her, and they're like, yeah, maybe we should just, like, invite her to all our family get-togethers. And Yzma's surprisingly touched by this, even though she has this ulterior plan, as she always freaking does. Yeah. Regardless, Kuzco's off trying to get to Machu Picchu. Anything that can go wrong goes wrong. Trying to teach him a lesson, which, good luck with that. Everything like this can go wrong that would normally teach a person a lesson. It ain't gonna sink in with him, but regardless, he eventually does get there. And it's a ghost town because everybody's home with their families, celebrating. Cool. So he decides he'll just go home then. Yup. So the whole way, the rickshaw driver's been lying about, like, having a big family at home that he didn't want to be around them during Cornivale either. And Kuzco's lying about not having one at all. Turns out the reverse of both is true. And he figures this out at the end and ends up inviting him when they do get back into their celebration because he doesn't want to be sad and alone, which, for Kuzco, that's sweet of him. That's unusually sweet of him, but it's probably a one-day only thing that's ever going to happen in his whole life. But regardless, given how out of character that is, and given the way that his family has taken to Yzma's alter ego, Yzma can't follow through with her plan. She can't do it. So she just accidentally drops all the corn on the floor. Oh darn, corn's ruined. No one can eat that. Oh darn. Can't follow through with her plan. Oh darn. But they apparently still have hella corn elsewhere, and everything's fine, and everything's happy, fine, dandy, whatever, and I guess is a darn near closer to the whole series. Like, it's cute, but it's very strange. Like, the whole episode, I have to admit, is very weird, but it's one of those things where, I mean, when you look through the layers of it, you can see what they're going for, but on surface level, it's like, it's such a strange plot, just in general, the whole way through. I'm like, okay. I guess I respect what they're trying to do, like, but the execution is just so odd that I feel like the kids, like, the actual target demographic that this is aimed for, it's gonna sail over a lot of kids' heads. Like, realistically. I'm sure some will get it, but a lot of them gonna whoosh right over. Just, look, corn, funny. But regardless, yeah, so it kind of misses the mark on that. But in general, it's weirdly sweet, but at the same time, it so doesn't match any of the rest of the series. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting from it, but I don't know that it was that. I'm also not sure that I ever actually saw this episode back in the day. I don't know if it ever, like, saw the light of day on, like, its ABC Saturday morning repeats. Maybe on the Disney Channel itself it got aired, because I feel like I never missed the ABC airings. Because I kind of, like, in our old house we didn't have cable in any room except for the living room. And even that we didn't have till I was a teenager, but with the old school antenna, like, there was only, like, a couple of channels I could even get to come in on my TV on a good day. A lot of times, I got PBS and that's it, so, but if I was lucky, if I messed with it enough, I could usually get ABC to come in well enough to at least, if nothing else, I could at least hear the audio of it, even if I couldn't watch it, so I'd kind of leave it on as background noise while I was on my computer and stuff, but, I feel like I would have remembered this one, because this show aired when I was, like, either late end of my teens, but probably definitely early 20s. So it's not like I was little by any means. I was definitely grown already. But I also definitely always had it on because I kind of like it. It's guilty pleasure. But regardless, I have no recollection of ever seeing this one. That's why I'm like, everything about it hits weird, including the fact that they never aired that one on ABC, but whatever. But, I don't even know what kind of a number rating to give this one because it hits so weird on all of the levels, you know? I mean, it's kind of an interesting watch because of its strangeness, but at the same time, I feel unqualified to even attempt to give it some kind of a number rating for this one, because it's just so far removed from its source material, so far removed even from its own little mini-canonical universe of its own show. It's just a weird one. It's a weird one. It's not bad. It's just different and strange, but that's not always bad, so. I don't know. If you have Disney Plus, you can watch it on there. Like I said, it's right near the end of the series. They only have, like, a couple seasons on there, which is why I'm so surprised that there's that few episodes. I thought there were more than that, but whatever. But anyway, yeah, go watch it. Or not. So anyway, that's it for this one, guys. So, as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit the notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.